Guys, great news. After a 6-month hiatus, Fluleborg's podcast is back. Boom time with Fluleborg. I don't know if it's just a one-off thing. Fluleborg is a comedic genius. One of the funniest people alive. So I need to get started on this solo video edit, but it's gonna be like 3 days of intense editing, and I have to be ready for that, and I'm not quite ready for it yet, so soon. So I talked about my mom's broken MacBook yesterday, and I couldn't get it to boot into recovery mode with the external display. I read online if you unplug the display from the laptop, then it'll automatically default to external. It worked. All right, now to clean this computer up, get it ready for sale, and make a little bit of money off of a broken thing. Okay, this MacBook is good to go. Question is, how much will I get out of it? Is it worth selling, or is it good to have a backup computer? I mean, it's not the best backup computer, since you need a display, but... Okay, it looks like $100-ish, maybe on the high end, $150. I don't know, we'll have to sleep on it. I've realized lately I really need to be less compulsive, especially when it comes to fixing problems, like computer problems especially. I gotta sleep on them and just let the problem marinate a little bit and not be so in a hurry to get it fixed and to get everything buttoned up, because it almost always comes back to bite me. Have any of you ever heard of Horatio Hornblower? It was a book series and then later became a TV series. But the author, he was talking about how he makes books, and he says he has like these ideas and they're like a log. And then he'll put the log down into the water and then come back a few months later to see what barnacles have grown on the log. That's what I kind of do. I gotta let things barnacle up a little bit first. Get some barnacles on there first and then later decide what to do, you know? Who doesn't like bread? Is that the one universal between all humans? Everybody likes some bread, and then you put a little butter on that bad boy. Come on, man. Okay, now a bit of procrastinating before I start the real edit. No problem. Okay, this is another lens repair. I'm telling you, man, just as you use lenses and cameras, they're just bound to get broken. Although this one was stupidity. I didn't wait for the tripod to be properly seated and it was in the dark. So I just sat it down, and then next thing you know, we all hear the camera fall over. Anyways, they couldn't repair the lens. This is a $900 lens, and they gave me a new one for $280. And this lens is the 20mm f1.8, which is maybe one of the best lenses I've ever used. Look at that beautiful wide angle, amazing bokeh. Come on, man. Anybody want an extra lens pouch? Oh, that's where that lens cap was? Maybe I already found it. Well, in any case, does anybody want an extra lens pouch with a box? I'm gonna keep this lens cap because I always lose these, but I don't need a lens hood. Let me know if you want that. I'll send it to you. Otherwise, I'll just recycle this or something. So while I was procrastinating just now, I realized I have every PlayStation hooked up to the TV. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Wait a minute, there's a PlayStation 5 now and I don't have one. Why? Why? can't they just do a reservation system where I can just put my money in and just get it? I don't mind waiting. I don't want to have to fight for one though. The fight to pay somebody money. Come on, man. Also, just from a pure business model point of view, why would you ever have a business model where you can't take money from people? You want to be able to take money from people no matter what, even if you can't give them the product yet. Why wouldn't you want to do that? I will give you an interest-free loan of $500 right now to get a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. I would just give them the money. I would send them cash in an envelope. They don't want it. They don't want it. And it's so silly. The hype would be just as real whether they were readily available or not. Come on, man. Ridiculous. Anyways, now I need to get started on that solo hiking video edit. It's weird. Once I get into it, I'm just there. But the actual starting of it, like sometimes I get a little hesitant. It's not really too bad, but just that initial starting, I'm like, am I ready to start this yet? Am I ready to start? And then when I go for it, it's fine. Man, my running time is just all messed up. It's like 5 o'clock. That's okay. I guess I'm an evening runner now. The time change, why are we still doing daylight savings time? I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear any arguments for it. I don't want any of that stuff. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. It's stupid. I'm sure there was a good reason for it at one time. I'm sure people had reasons and it made sense. It doesn't make any sense anymore. It's stupid. It's causing everybody problems. And it takes like a month to adjust. Now, if we moved all the hours of operation with the time change, that'd be one thing. But then that'd be even stupider. And I am aware that I just said stupider, okay? I know this. So while I was out there, I came up with the narration for this video, which is a big part of getting started, is that I need that opening narration so that I know how I'm starting it, and then I can get into the meat of the video, which is easy. The meat is so easy. It's that beginning and ending that really take a little bit of care. In some sense, making my videos, it's analogous to dancing, right? Once you know certain dance moves, then you can kind of just like mix them up and then put them together, and then you have a dance, right? And in the same way, I know what works with certain types of music and what works with certain types of shots and what I can do. You know, it's like kind of you just combine moves into like a sentence, right? And to further the dance analogy, to do like a new style of intro or to do like something I've never done before, it takes work to learn a new dance move. And you have to, at the beginning, you're like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to even do this. And in the same way, coming up with like new styles of video editing and video, style that you've never done before is equally difficult to like get into, you know? And doing what you've always done and doing something new, it's also kind of analogous to technology. Technology is ever marching forward, but it's always on this cusp of being broken. And it's like, you want stuff to be working well, but you also don't want to just stagnate and then never update the software and add new features and make it faster and make it better. It's like this constant push and pull between stable and conservative and old and new and broken and better. You know what I mean? I have been having a heck of a time getting Logic Pro with my Garriton Personal Orchestra 4 on this Mac. And Garriton screwed me over because I didn't know they were gonna stop working on the software after Mac OS 10.15. It's just like, they just stopped. They're just like, yeah, it doesn't support anything above, so I can't install it. So it's very frustrating, very annoying. I guess my point is maybe in some instances it is good to just have a computer that you've never updated. You're never going to update. You're just gonna let it be exactly as is, use it as is, and that way you can have a record, Like I can have a computer that's just for this. which I probably need to make sure is a thing. Yeah. Anyway, can you guess what time it is? You know what time it is. Why is almond milk good? You know? Basically just water. Good though. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. We'll have another vlog tomorrow. Might be just as paltry and lacking in content as this one. That might be redundant. Either way, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
When you're hungry, come on, this tastes like the finest gourmet meal, baby.